if you could reach out through the airwaves to a young person of color who's listening to this, what what would you want them to hear from this? What would you want the take home message to be from our time together today?
Um, it's funny as you were talking, that's what I was thinking about. Because I love an opportunity to say something directly to the young folks. I would tell them to go unafraid, man. And I'll tell you about this one short experience that'll tell you what that means. So when I was a young child, I remember my mom not having enough money that we used to go to Sam's Club at 5 o'clock in the afternoons in Lake Charles, Louisiana. Sam's Club would take the food that they couldn't sell anymore and put it into the dumpster in the back of the Sam's Club. And my mom would pull up at around 5:30, and we would get back there, my sister and I, along with some of my cousins, and we would dig some of that food out. And then we would take that food back, and my grandmother would freeze it so that it would last a little bit longer, especially the bread. We used to pick out the bad strawberries and just eat them, and throw those away and eat the good ones. And I say that because, as accomplished as I am now, that's what keeps me grounded. That's what keeps me going, to go unafraid, and also to know that if you got to reach out to the right people and hold on to those people, no matter what they look like, no matter what background they come from. Some of your biggest advocates sometimes won't look like you, believe it or not. Sometimes they will, sometimes they won't. But just find people who are positive in your life, who can help you. If I'm one of those people, reach out to me. My email address is all over the internet. If you Google me, you can find it. Russell.ledet@gmail.com. Or you can find me on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, wherever. Reach out to me. I will personally respond back to you. But go unafraid. Because all those bad situations that I went through and that some of you kids are going through right now, they're not in vain. They're going to make you stronger than a whole lot of other people. And believe it or not, life is a competition. And those experiences will make you more resilient. They'll make you more insightful. They'll make you more introspective. They'll make you more evaluative of your own life. And you'll want to sharpen your own tools. You won't be afraid of criticism, but don't let it get you down. Your bad situation right now will turn out for good in the future. But you gotta do some work. You gotta reach out to the right people and then hold on to those people. You know who the bad people are. Stay away from them if you can. But you can also learn from bad people. Bad people sometimes have good intentions, and they'll teach you things that you need to know, and take the good, get rid of the bad, and keep it pushing. But like I said, the go unafraid. Don't be afraid. I used to be very afraid of being capable of doing anything. I was too afraid to go to college. Um, and here I am, a PhD in molecular oncology, an MD and an MBA. And the first time I ever took out student loans was in medical school for living expenses. My medical education is a full ride. Um, so you go unafraid. That's what I did, and I think it'll work. But also reach out to people that you admire. You'd be surprised they're gonna respond, because a lot of them haven't forgotten where they came from. I surely didn't. So you can reach out to me. I'm not too far. I'll FaceTime you, Zoom, whatever you need to do. I'm not too busy. We'll put it on the calendar and we'll make it happen. That's my sense.
Thank you, Russell. I'm struck by the fact that there are people from Lake Charles to DC to the Middle East to Southern to NYU, Tulane. There are people who have been privileged to meet you, to know you along the way, and we're fortunate to be able to add our name to that list. I think your testament to being a husband, being a father, being an aspiring physician, a future rock star of a psychiatrist is a story that we are so proud to tell. Mr. Mike was right all those years ago. You are relentless, and I'm sure you prove him right more all the time. And you honor, the sacrifices of people like your mom and your wife and countless others who've done that for you along the way. We're truly privileged to hear your story. We're excited to see the next steps. And like I said, you've got an ally in the Emergency Medical Minute, and we'll walk with you with this, and we can't tell you enough how much we appreciate your time today, Russell. Truthfully,
Man, thank you so much for having me on. This was amazing. Thank you for just giving me the platform, bro. This was very candid and literally unfiltered.
That's right. That's how it's
Yeah.
supposed to go, and
Yeah.
and we appreciate your time. This is Nick Sippis signing off with Russell Ledet, future physician, Ph.D., and frankly a hero in our society. We're privileged to have his time. Thank you, Russell.
Thank you so much, man.